Welcome friends to another 40k lore video. Today we look at the Imperial Knights' origins. General spoiler warning, let's get straight into it. Before the Emperor and the Horus Heresy, before humanity's technology fell into its restricted Dark Age, mankind made an exodus into the stars, and it was through this that the Night Worlds were established. Those who went on this journey were filled with equal parts hope and fear. These ships took decades, and so new generations were born as they made their way to their pre-scouted destinations, with each exoplanet being chosen for healthy natural resources and hopefully, theoretically, good biospheres for humanity to live in. With these people came the mantle to spread humanity's dominion across the galaxy, but the danger, as they found, was these biospheres were not always as safe as they would have hoped. Now, where some had lethal flora and fauna, others ferocious storms, and others still the colonists found to already have a species who laid claim to the planet and did not appreciate others coming along to claim it. Even more were made inhospitable by dangerous environmental factors such as exotic radiation, volcanic activity, or viral outbreak. The ships themselves, upon landing, were used as raw materials for founding the settlements. Some were lost, but many more took root, thanks to their spirits and the miracle that was STC technology. STC machines could each replicate endlessly and faultlessly make new things, and so they did make shelters with breathable air, tools for both farming and construction, transport to get around the planet, and more. They also made tall bipedal constructs known as night suits. These armoured walkers were able to stand up to the conditions of the worst colony worlds and fight to hold those worlds for humanity. They were piloted by the skilled, and those people achieved a status between war hero and celebrity, but as they served in these roles, the knights were being altered by their pilots. The longer the knights fought for their settlements, the more authoritarian their pilots became. Within a few generations, the concepts of chivalric conduct, ritual observance, loyalty and fealty that the Mechanicum had implanted changed the colonies, and these pilots became the first noble houses, and the first knights were established with them, and they adopted a feudal class system. The Night Worlds became more insular and rejected advances in technology. This isolationism, though, and refusal to adopt technology helped them avoid the apocalypse that devastated the rest of humanity. But that apocalypse, when it came for humanity, was swift and terrible. Psychers drowned worlds in warp storms, and demonic incursions carried out genocidal purges. Gene wars buried entire star systems beneath writhing tides of fleshy abominations. Where night worlds burned, psychers as witches. They did not embrace thinking machines, knowing the value of hard labour, and not entirely trusting them either. And they then bolstered their defences with the knights, and endured, and thousands of years went by, and few night worlds succumbed to the dangers of the hostile galaxy. They held on to tradition and fought whilst they waited for dawn to come. That dawn was the crusade of the Emperor, the great crusade that linked them back to the Imperium that they had been lost from. A rogue trader discovered a night world and reported it, citing how useful it could be. Envoys followed, and they were brought into the Imperial fold, their warriors fighting and winning wars for the Imperium and the Emperor. And when the heresy happened, some knights turned traitor, yet many more were shielded from spiritual corruption by the conditioning of their thrones, and put down any rebellious elements within their own societies before joining the battle on the side of the loyalist Space Marine legions, proving in this way their value and honour, and they carried this on in the 10,000 millennia that followed, even to this very day. The surviving night worlds are vital linchpins of the Imperial defence in countless sectors, protecting their allies from Xenos and heretic invaders. All the while, their crusading armies take the fight to the Imperium's foes, crushing them wherever they are found.